गणानां त्वा गणपतिगुं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमम् ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणस्पत आनः शृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम् प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती धीनामविद्रयवतो गणेशाय नमः सरस्वत्यै नमः श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ओम् सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ सहस्रशीर्षं देवं विश्वाक्षं विश्वशम्भुवम् विश्वं नारायणं देवमक्षरं परमं पदम् विश्वतः परमानित्यं विश्वं नारायणगुं हरिं विश्वमेवेदं पुरुषस्तद्विश्वमुपजीवति पदिं विश्वस्यात्मेश्वरगुं शाश्वतगुं शिवमच्युतम् नारायणं महाज्ञेयं विश्वात्मानं परायणम् नारायण परो ज्योतिरात्मा नारायण परः नारायण परं ब्रह्म तत्त्वं नारायण परः नारायण परो ध्यानं नारायण परः यच्च किञ्चित् जगत् सर्वं दृश्यते श्रूयतेऽपि वा अन्तर्बहिश्च तत्सर्वं व्याप्य नारायणः स्थितः अनन्तमव्ययं कविगुं समुद्रेन्दं विश्वशम्भुवम् आत्मघोषप्रतीकाशगुं हृदयं चाप्यतोमुखम् अधो निष्ट्याविदस्त्यान्ये नाभ्यामुपरि तिष्ठति ज्वालमालाकुलं भाति विश्वस्यायतनं महत् सन्ततगुं शिलाभिष्टुलम्बत्याकोशसन्निभम् तस्यान्ते सुशिरगुं सूक्ष्मं तस्मिन् सर्वं प्रतिष्ठितम् तस्य मध्ये महानग्निर्विश्वाचिर्विश्वतोमुखः सोऽग्रभुग्विभजन् तिष्ठन्नाहारमज
Kavi. Okay. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. This last class we were studying up to the inside aspect of Narayana. The first 5 mantras are about the outside aspect of Narayana. Adi Bhautika Adhyatmika. The last class we talked about Tasya Madhye Mahanagnir Vishwarchir Vishwato Mukhaha. So Agrabhuk Vibhajan Tishthan Aharam Ajaraha Kavihi. Let's chant that mantra again. Tasya madhye mahanagnir vishvarchir vishvato mukhaha sograbhuk vibhajan tishtan aharamajara kavihi. Okay, it's a problem. That's right. So Agrabhak Vibhajan, let me repeat because not everybody is chanting correctly. Tasya madhye mahanagnir vishvarchir vishvato mukhaha.
Tasya madhye mahanagnir vishvarchir vishvato mukhaha.
Everybody is chanting.
Tasya madhye mahanagnir vishvarchir vishvato mukhaha
Sograbhuk vibhajan tishtan
Sograbhuk vibhajan tishtan Sograbhuk vibhajan tishtan
Aharamajara kavihi.
Aharamajara kavihi Aharamajara kavihi.
Kai is down, not up. Okay. So grabhuk vibhajan tishtan aharamajara kavihi.
Sograbhuk vibhajan tishtan aharamajara kavihi Sograbhuk vibhajan tishtan aharamajara kavihi.
So one more time, so together. Tasya
madhye mahanagnir vishvarchir vishvato mukhaha Sograbhuk vibhajan tishtan aharamajara kavihi Tasya madhye mahanagnir vishvarchir vishvato mukhaha Sograbhuk vibhajan tishtan aharamajara kavihi.
Tasya madhye Mahanagni. In the middle of it is this Maha-Agni, this great fire. In the middle of what?
The lotus.
In the middle of the lotus is what? In the lotus is what? In the lotus is what?
Light. Oh, yeah, space.
Space.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Let's go systematically because sometimes it's very difficult to connect. The lotus bud is what first to begin with. That lotus bud is present from where? Where is it present? Yeah, 12 inches, approximately 12 inches from the navel below the apple of Adam. It is turned upside down. When it is turned upside down, in the center of this lotus, in this lotus is the space. What is the space? Microscopic space. Sukshmam, Sushiragum, Sukshmam. And in that microscopic space is everything that is present. The entire universe is present in that microscopic space. That is what he is saying. That is what the Suktam is saying. In the microscopic space, entire universe is present. How is that? We talked about that. You all remember that? No. Yes? What's the concept? What did we talk about? How is it in space? Everything is suspended. What we talked about, the circles are just virtual reality. If you take out those circles, what is present is space. And in this space, what is present? A magnanimous light is present. Tasya madhye mahanagnir vishwarchir vishvato mukhaha. Now what this mantra is saying is, in this vishvato mukhaha means spreading in all directions. Vishvato mukhaha. Vishwarchir. It is all the time effulgent. It is not like this candle light that you light. When the wax is done, it is gone. But this one is not Vishwarchir, Vishvato Mukhaha, constantly effulgent. There is no requirement of any substance to light it. It is self-effulgent and it is spread in Vishvato Mukhaha. All entire universe it is spreading. And what is this Agni, the fire? What is that doing? That Agni is the Agrabhuk, means the one which is partaking the food first when you offer it. Agrabhuk, and not only partaking the food, that after it is partaking that whatever you are offering, that is now spread. Now what it is doing? It is taking it, consuming it, and now distributing it to everything. Vibhajan, dividing it and distributing it. Through what? To all the energies that are present in your body. Now, this is not concept. Hello. This is the truth. Don't think that this is somebody who made up like a Harry Potter book. It is not Harry Potter book. That's all friction. But we get into the friction as reality and we think reality is friction. Because our mind is constantly tricking us. Bhagavan said very beautifully, when God comes in human form and he says, I am God, you are questioning whether he is God or an actor. When an actor comes and dresses up like Krishna, Rama, like N.T. Ramarao, you think he is God. But N.T. Ramarao is not Krishna, Rama and all that stuff. Let's be very clear. Now when God is saying, I am God, what do you think he is an actor? When an actor is saying he is God, what are you thinking? He is God. And now you became him, he becomes an icon. You worship him, you build temples for who? N.T. Ramarao. You forgot who Krishna is. Now same thing, what is happening? The actual truth we think is friction, and the friction we are thinking is reality. What is the friction we are thinking we are reality? That the actual friction that we are going through is that I am this body, I am this mind. That is the actual friction. But we believe in that. We are so believed in that. We are so ingrained to believe that. Even if somebody says you are not, God says you are not the body, you are not the mind, then say, come on, how can that be? Right? You don't even want, but what he's saying is, this Agni that we are talking about, this effulgence is consuming this Aharam, and now what is, I said, it is self-effulgent and all-knowing and all-pervading. 3 principles are described in this mantra. That effulgence is omniscient, omnipresent and omnipotent. It is omnipotent that it can take this and distribute it to Aharam, Vibhajan, Tishtan, Aharam, Ajaraha means there is no decay to it. There is no decay. Like what? Like a regular Agni that is dependent on a substance like an oil, that regular Agni is not Ajaraha. Right? Because when the wax is over, it is gone. But this one is not decaying, all the time present, omnipresent. Ajara, kavihi, and it is omniscient. Aharam ajarah kavihi. Now what we are talking about last week, I was describing the mantra, what we chant before the foot prayer. Aham Vaishwanaro Bhutva. It's not Aham Vaishwanaro Bhutva. That is the wrong way of chanting. It's like saying in Telugu, Ramunito Kapivarunditlariye. Means to Rama said Kapivara. Means who? Hanuman. Like this. But what this fellow said, he doesn't know where to split. Then he says Ramunitoka Pivarunditlariye. Means Rama has a tail and somebody talked to him. Like that when we are chanting mantras also, where we are splitting, very wrong places. God is like listening to this and say, oh my God, what is this fellow saying? He is abusing me, Did I share with you one time I went to a temple in, I don't want to tell where it is, but never mind. So the priest was like ingrained Dravidian, So then what happens? For him, there is no ta. Everything, because in Tamil alphabet, there is no ta. So it is confusing when to say ta to da and da to ta. Right? So he's worshipping Ganesha. He says, Om Gam Dushtaya Namaha. And then he said, Dushtaya Namaha? My God, he called God Badmash. And he said, oh my God, what did he do? Then I said, actually the mantra is Om Tushtaya Namaha. So for him it became Dushtaya Namaha. So if you don't know what you are saying, that's why I emphasize, when you are making the pronunciation, when there is an intonation with bha, dha, tha, like that, you have to say those letters exactly like those letters. You cannot say ba, da, ta. You have to say tha, dha, bha. Then otherwise what happens is the meaning will be completely distorted. Bhavayami Gopala Balam, no. Bhavayami Gopala Balam. Bhava means the feeling, expression of the heart. You can say Bhavayami Gopala Balam. Bhavayami there is no word like that. Bhavayami. So why I came to this is, I hear people chanting this Aham Vaishwanaro Bhutva. They say Aham Vaishwanaro Bhutva Praninan Deham Ashritaha. It's not Aham Vaishwanaro Bhutva means I am Vaishwa. Naro Bhutva means all the beings are human. That is what it means. You understand? Aham Vaishwanaro Bhutva. Aham Vaishwanaro Bhutva Praninam Dehamasritaha Pranapana Samayukta Pachamyannan Chaturvidham. The mantra that slokam that we chant directly is coming from this suktam. Tasya madhye mahanagnir, that is Vaishwanara. And that Vaishwanara, what is he doing? What God is saying, Krishna is saying to Arjuna, Aham, I am Vaishwanara, the fire inside all the beings. Praninam Deham Ashritaha. This fire that I am as Vaishwanara is abiding in all the beings as the prana, as the life force. What is that doing? Prana apana samayukta. Prana is one of the life force. Apana is the another life force. When you take life force as say wind, there are 10 different types of winds that are making this body function. We only connect to 5 of them. Prana, apana, vyana, udana, samana, naga, kurma, krukara, devadatta, dhananjaya. 10 different types of winds are there. But the 5 most important that are enabling this being, what called life forces, prana, apana. Those are the 2 important ones. Why they are the most important ones? Those are, in scientific terms, oxygen and carbon dioxide. Entire majority of the life is dependent on these 2. Yes? No? Hello? Yeah. What does oxygen do?
Helps you breathe.
Helps you breathe, yeah. What does carbon dioxide do?
Helps you breathe out.
Helps you breathe out. Is oxygen helping you or you are helping oxygen? What is going on? The process of oxygen and carbon dioxide, what does carbon dioxide do? Without carbon dioxide there is no food. Why? Yeah. Do plants breathe out carbon dioxide?
Breathe in.
They breathe in. They are breathing in carbon dioxide. What are they breathing out? Oxygen. What are we doing? And who are better than us? We are taking what is useful and giving out what is useless. Yeah? But what they are doing? They are taking what is not used and they are converting it into what? To?
Useful.
Oh, useful what? What when they breathe in carbon dioxide, what happens?
It turns into oxygen. When they breathe out oxygen.
No. What do they convert the carbon dioxide to? Food. Yes. And what is that process called? Photosynthesis. Why is it called photosynthesis? Science. This is science class? No. This is, you are thinking why Veda class turning into science class. Science and spiritual hymns are actually so intricately connected. In fact, these spiritual hymns are the origin of the science, not the other way around. But science is yet to go a very long way to discover what actually the Vedas have already described. There is a lot more. And if you read those things, you think it is scientific fiction. But actually science is yet to uncover that. In Rudram it is described how exactly this photosynthesis process happens. In Sri Rudram. And I described that, I explained, I'm sure I explained it to you a long time ago. Now I don't, everybody is like looking down. I hope he won't ask me, come on, what did I talk about that? How is photosynthesis, what mantras photosynthesis is described in Rudram? I'm not going to ask you that because it will be very tough to remember. Exactly in Rudram, how actually this, what happens, how do now, children you have to answer to me because adults forgot science also and spirituality. So for them it is very difficult to connect back to what we are talking about, all photosynthesis and all. How do plants actually breathe out oxygen? How does that happen? You should know. You are, yeah. Huh? Sun. Oh, okay. Keep going. Sun.
Water.
Yeah. Water. Now tell me more about it. Did you guess or do you really know?
I really know.
Okay. Tell me what happens.
When water comes, the plant grows.
Yeah. Now the two things which she said sun, you said water. How do plants give out oxygen? Huh? Yes? Huh? Plants use the sunlight, the energy of the sunlight, to split the water molecule into oxygen and hydrogen. And that reaction is called photolysis. Photolysis. Using the sunlight, they split the water molecule and they give out oxygen. And now that oxygen is now taken in by everything else around them. What are they giving out? Prana apana samayuktaha. This is how I am maintaining the equilibrium of oxygen and carbon dioxide in the universe. That is what Krishna said. Now you understood that? Is this how beautiful that is? He said that in Bhagavad Gita. Scientists discovered it afterwards. You understand? Prana apana samayuktaha. How he has said prana apana samayuktaha is that energy, the effulgence, I am as the fire within, I am actually, that is what I am giving the energy to the plant to split the water molecule. नीलग्रीवा सितिकण्ठा शर्वा अदघक्षमाचरा नीलग्रीवा सितिकण्ठा दिवगुं रुद्रा उपश्रिता ये वृक्षेषु सस्पिञ्जरा नीलग्रीवा विलोहितः. Incredible. When the first time I was studying this mantra, Bhagavan came in my dream and he explained the meaning of each of these mantras, how it is scientifically 100% correct. He is saying, hey, don't worry about all this stuff, what is written in books. They don't even know what they are talking. I will tell you how it is scientifically written. Ye vruksheshu saspinjara neela griva vilohitaha. Neela, griva. Neela means water. Griva means the one who is splitting it. Neela Griva means the one who is splitting the water molecule. How? In plants, as the Neela Griva, I am taking the light, Saspinjara, Vilohita, two different types of light, which are scientists discovered as phytochromes, two different light wave energy absorbing pigments. They take this and they give the energy to the water molecule, split it into oxygen, and therefore generate food in the universe. Who is creating all this balance? Who is doing all this work? That is what the mantra is saying. Aharam ajara kavihi. I am the one. Vibhajan tishtan aharam ajaraha kavihi. Understand? Children, connected? Yes? No? Questions? Is that question, is that clear? Are we studying science or Vedas? We are studying actually beyond science in Vedas. Because the science has not yet discovered what that incredible thing that is doing all this work. And the all-knowing, the all-pervading, all-present, omniscient, omnipresent, omnipotent thing is what is described in this center of this space, in this lotus, is this Vaishwanara. And he, that Vaishwanara, I am saying he, but actually it is that. It can be she. I don't care. There is some fire that is within. Whatever way you want to refer to that fire inside, what is it doing? It is taking Vibhajan Tishtan Aharam. Tishtan, it is seated inside this space. Aharam Vibhajan, it is distributing, dividing. And it is the so agrabhuk, it is the very first partaker of this food. And last class I described how eating is like a yajna. What you are offering inside the food is actually this beautiful fire that is burning. You are offering food directly into that fire. And now when you directly offer into that fire is what it is doing. Pranapana samayukta Pachamyannan chaturvidham. 4 different types of foods I am taking. Now if I ask you what are 4 different types of food, I am afraid I will get the answer ice cream, pizza, something like that. So I am not going to ask. There are 4 different types of foods that we are partaking. Those are the ones that we chew, the ones that we swallow. Those are the 4 different types that are macerated. Those are the 4 different types of. We have to study the meaning of these shlokas and not simply just chant them. If you cannot connect to this, then what you are chanting has no purpose in life. Because now you see, just taking that one mantra that we are talking, so agrabhuk vibhajan tishtan aharam ajarakavihi, the same mantra is repeated in so many different places, in an Upanishad, in a Bhagavad Gita, in a shloka, in a song, in so many different ways, so that the message is constantly ingrained in our hearts. But instead of getting to the message, we are going to the massage. Okay, we got to, because we are massaging this. Oh my God, like grinding all the time, like parrots, and repeating it without really asking, how does this mantra help me become connected to that source? Tasya madhye mahani. Let's chant.
Tasya madhye mahanagnir vishvachir vishvado mugaha sograbhuk vibhajan tishtan aharamajara kavihim
Tiryagur शायी. Okay, now let me, because the words difficult to get. Tiryak urdhvam adha shayi. Those are the words. Now tiryagurdhvam adha shayi. Clear? Tiryagurdhvam adha shayi. Rashmaya stasya santata. Tiryagurdhvam adha shayi.
Tiryagurdhvamadasyayi. Tiryagurdhvamadasyayi.
Tiryagurdhvam adha shayi.
Tiryagurdhvamadasyayi. Tiryagurdhvamadasyayi.
Rashmayastasya santata.
Rashmayastasya santata. Rashmayastasya santata.
Tiryagurdhvam adha shayi. Rashmayastasya santata.
Tiryagurdhvamadasyayi. Rashmayastasya santata. Tiryagurdhvamadasyayi. Rashmayastasya santata.
Santapayati.
Santapayati. Santapayati.
Swandehamapadatalamastakah.
Swandehamapadatalamastakah.
Santapayati.
Santapayati. Santapayati.
Swandehamapadatalamastakah.
Swandehamapadatalamastakah. Swandehamapadatalamastakah.
Santapayati swandehamapadatalamastakah.
Santapayati. Swandehamapadatalamastakah. Santapayati. Swandehamapadatalamastakah.
Okay, Tiryagurdhvam adha shayi. Santapayati. Together. Yama. Santa, both are down. Santapayati, right? Santa. Okay, now she's introduced. Okay, what we are saying? Santapayati. Okay, she is right. Santapayati swandehamapadatalamastakah. So ta is also down. So I was not saying Santapayati swandehamapadatalamastakah.
Santapayati. Swandehamapadatalamastakah. Santapayati. Swandehamapadatalamastakah.
One more time.
Santapayati. Swandehamapadatalamastakah.
Put together. Tasya madhye
Mahalagni Vishwatir Vishwato Mukha Sodrabhut तिष्ठन्नाहारमजर रविः तिर्यगूर्ध्वमदशायि रश्मयः सस्य सन्तता सन्तापयति स्वं देहमापादतलमस्तकः.
Sridhar. Unfortunately, you are sitting way in the front. That's why some people choose to sit way in the back, thinking that, okay, uncle won't hear me. But they are kidding themselves. I actually know who is not chanting. The sunlight there in that corner is totally blissed out. He is not even saying anything. The sunlight in the blue jacket. Okay. Okay. Let's this Tiryagurthamadashayi.
तिर्यगूर्ध्वमदशायि रश्मयस्तस्य सन्तता सन्तापयति स्वं देहमापादतलमस्तकः.
Let it go, let it go. You are chanting as if you are chanting. That is the problem. You just be present to the mantra. Then let it go. Okay, you are not driving. Okay, give the keys to your wife. Let her drive. Okay, let's go. Okay, one more time.
सन्तापयति स्वं देहमापादतलमस्तकः सन्तापयति स्वं देहमापादतलमस्तकः.
Now, Tiryagurdhvamadhashayi. For me, in this mantra, Swami is mentioned. Tiryak Urdhvam Adha Shayi. Shayi, Sai. Tiryak, all around. Urdhvam, up above. Adha, down below. I am present. Above you, below you, around you. Who said that? Shayi. Tiryagurdhvamadhashayi. But what that Shayi, Sha is different from Sa. Okay, you have to understand. So the mantra is saying Shayi. Shayi means the all-pervading one, the reclining one. This light is as if it is reclining inside your body, this Agni. And it is spreading in Tiryak, all around. Urdhva, up above. Adha, down below. Shayi means all-pervading one. Rashmaya, tasya, santata. Rashmaya means Rashmi. Rashmi means rays, like rays of light. Rashmi, Surya Rashmi we say. That is the rays of Surya. That rays, it's this Agni has this rays, and this rays that we are talking about, this rays are, how are they? They are pervading in up above, down below, all around, all the time. Santata, Sada, Sarvatra, all the time, all around. This rays coming from this divine effulgence are spread. What is this? By doing so what? Santapayati swam deham apada talamastakaha. Apada means from the toe to the tip. What is this doing? Apada talamastakaha. Tala means head, talamastakaha. Apada talamastakaha. Mastaka means head. From the tip to the top of the head. What is this doing? Santapayati. It is giving warmth. This fire inside is giving warmth. By doing what? Just like the sun rays when they are dashing in and when they are spreading inside. That is, if it is like in Guntur, it's unbearable. Puttaparthi, Guntur, Santapayati is, my God, please cool down. Right now, 47 degrees Celsius. But this is giving the warmth like the rays that are spreading up above, down below. From here, Urdhvam Adha Tiryak. Okay? Tiryak, Urdhvam Adha Shayi, Rashmaya, tasya santata. It's now spreading like the rays of the sun. And by this spreading of the rays of the sun, it is giving warmth of presence from the tip to the top. The first sign of anybody that fire put off is what? When the fire is put off, the warmth in the body is gone. Immediately, when this fire is put off, suddenly you will feel the body has become cold. How is the body become cold? Because the fire inside is put off. And therefore this fire that is burning is the one that is giving the warmth to the body. By doing what? Like the rays of the sun spreading, tiryak, urdhvam, adha, shayi, rashmaya. Rashmaya means the rays of warmth that are coming from the center of this fire. Santapayati. Swam deham means my body. Swam deham, my body. Apada talamastakaha. From the down to the top. Apada, from the toe to the tip. Okay? Now that you know the meaning, Swan dehama. See how it is doing. Swan dehama pada talamastakaha. See, affirmatively it is saying. Santapayati.
Santapayati Swandehamapadatalamastakaha. Santapayati Swandehamapadatalamastakaha.
Now, Tiryagurthamadashai.
Tiryagurthamadashai Rashmayastasya santata Santapayati swam dehamapadatalamastakaha. Tiryagurthamadashai Rashmayastasya santata Santapayati swam dehamapadatalamastakaha.
He is not letting that warmth spread. He is hindering it. Swamdehamapadatalamastakaha. There is something going on. Right? Santapayati swam dehamapadatalamastakaha.
Santapayati swam dehamapadatalamastakaha. Santapayati swam dehamapadatalamastakaha.
Now you see, this fire that we are talking about, this is the reason why every single religion worships the fire. Yesterday morning I read out to you what Swami gave in inspiration about the fire after the Abhishekam. Why is this fire worshipped in a Zarathustran temple? Why is this fire on Mount Sinai that Moses had the vision of the fire? How is this fire mentioned in the Bible? How is the fire related to all the Vedic worship that we do is about fire? Now fire becomes the central place. Why? Because it is the fire inside. If somebody is very dull, no? But you say, the fellow has no fire inside him. Because he is cold. No passion, no energy. When he is cold, then what do you say? He has no fire inside. Now, this fire that is spreading inside, this fire, the effulgence, it's actually fire, effulgence, light, you call it different ways. And as I was mentioning in the last class, it has two properties. One is the warmth, and the other is what? Light. One is the warmth, other is the light. This warmth, and it has the burning quality. What is it burning? When you offer inside, it has burnt, just like when you offer inside a fire, you take anything, you put in it, it is burning it into the ashes and it is converting it into the energy. Now, this whole process of the yajna is that. The whole process of yajna, what we are doing, We are thinking we are swaha, we are throwing something. But what this swaha is what we are doing. When we are throwing into this fire, Bhagavan says very beautifully, Etti yajnamo, atti meghamu, Etti meghamu, atti panta, Etti panto, atti tindi, Etti tindo, atti tepu, Etti tepo, atti talapu, Etti talapo, atti gunamu, Etti gunamu, atti silamu, Etti silamu, atti sangham. What he has taken, what you are offering in a yajna, we are all wondering what does that all mean. I understand. I talked in the language of the heart. So this that Bhagavan's quote, what he's saying is, Etti meghamo, Etti yajnamo, atti meghamo. So is the offering into that fire. Such is the cloud. Now what is talking about? How the yajna is connected to the character of an individual. The complete cycle of how a yajna is connected to the character of an individual. So is the fire, such is the cloud. Etti yajnamo, atti meghamo. And so is the cloud, such is the rain. So is the rain, such is the crop. So is the crop, such is the food. So is the food, such is the birth. So is the birth, such is the thought. So is the thought, such are the habits. So are the habits, such is the character. So is the character, such is the society. How it is related? Now, this yajna he is talking about is the outside yajna. The yajna we are doing also inside. Every morning, afternoon, evening, and in between snacks. Children, listen very carefully. Every time you are having this yajna, you are doing inside yajna, not the outside yajna. Because inside yourself, there is this fire. And in this fire, you are putting what? Food. Food, right? And this food that you are putting, suddenly what happens? So is the food that you are putting into this, such will be your thoughts. So are your thoughts, such is the character. And suddenly if you have fire outside and you throw a lot of food into that fire, what happens to the fire? If I have a fire pit and I throw a lot of wood and lot of garbage into it, then what happens? The fire will get put off. No. Yeah. If you throw some bad smelling stuff into the fire, then what will be the smoke that will get? Bad smell only. No. You can't take some, aromatic thing, and if you throw into that fire, you would expect to get aroma out of it. If you throw paper into it, you get paper smell. You get garbage into it, you get garbage smell. Yes or no? Yes. Similarly, the fire inside you, if you throw garbage into it, what's called junk food, what kind of thoughts you get? Junk thoughts only. So is the food, such are the thoughts. Now imagine if you are offering this food now, as if you are doing yajna, and you want to take care of the fire inside you, then how careful you will be with what you offer into the fire, yes or no? You will be very careful, no? Will you eat all kinds of junk now? Except ice cream? No. Or avakai, or gongura? No, not that. I am asking the question, yes or no? Because this food that we are offering into ourselves is like doing a yajna. And hence what you do is because it is such a precious thing, what you do is you first offer it to the fire. You offer it to the God inside you as fire. When you offer it to Him, when you offer this flower and you put it into the fire, what it has got converted to? What it has got converted? Why you are guys looking? I am asking a very simple question. When you put something into the fire, what is it converted to? Ash. When you throw wood, what is converted to? Ash. And when you throw some other thing, what is converted to? So what is the bottom line? And what is that called? Vibhuti. Now will that affect you? If it is Vibhuti, it's only good. So therefore when you offer it to God, before you eat, what you have done, you have converted it into Vibhuti. And when it is converted into Vibhuti, what you are consuming is Vibhuti. The only thing you are consuming is Vibhuti, and therefore you are not affected by the impurities associated with that food. Making sense? Hello? Is it making sense? No, not making sense? So, tell me, what's not making sense? Come on, uncle, only thing I will be tasting is Vibhuti now, huh? I can't taste anything like ice cream, leather piece, I need to have chocolate, I need to have vanilla. Only thing if I am tasting is Vibhuti, how is that fun anymore? Come on, you're taken all the fun out of this food. Is that what you're thinking? No, what are you thinking?
I'm just.
Huh? What? You have a question or no question? Okay. It's clear, right? For you it is clear. Clear? Yes, okay. Now, no more question. I just asked. I thought you had a question already, no? Okay. So, Tiryagordhamadhasyayi. Yeah, he had a question.
Yes. So, we're talking about the fire outside. If you put all these impure things, that'll put the fire off. But the fire inside us is not an artificial fire. It's basically a spark of God. So even if we don't have the awareness about all these impurities and we are just taking it without the knowledge or awareness, it may cover it, but it's not going to put the fire off, right? It'll come up anyways. It'll take time.
It will slow down. It will never get put off. But what we are not allowing it is to shine with full effulgence.
Yeah, we don't have the awareness.
Yeah. We are not allowing it to shine in its full effulgence. Yes, Tori.
Uncle, just because you offer something and then partake or take it, and this is especially meant for the children,
Don't worry.
because now that you said if you offer it to Swami and then have it, it becomes
Now she is asking, I know where she is going. Now suddenly they will put junk food in front of Swami. Swami offered to you, and now I am consuming it. Then what happens? Is it pure? That's where I know you're thinking exactly like that's the trick. Huh? Yeah. That's fine. Do it. Put junk food in front of Bhagavan and say, Swami, I am offering junk food to you. Say it out, loud. And do it 15 times. The 16th time, he is looking at you. Why you are offering junk food to me, fellow? You think I am your garbage can? Huh? I'll tell you a story of what happened with a drama actor that lived in Calcutta, a devotee of Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. I am not recollecting his exact name right now, but it will come. And he was a great drama actor and a singer, very popular in Bengal. And Ramakrishna Paramahamsa used to love his acting, but he had some problems. Every time before this fellow acts, he has to have a peg of whiskey. He is drinking. And then only he will get this inspiration to act, right? Because these actors, they're not right role models for us. Don't get deceived that some of the actors that are acting so beautiful, they really have those qualities. It's all imposed. They don't have that inside. It's imposed. What is inside, what is imposed, you can clearly make out, right? So every time he would be drinking, and one day Bhagavan asked him, Ramakrishna, so he confessed, you know what, I love you so much, but I am a drunkard. I have to drink every day and then only I can act. What should I do about this? Please help me. Then Bhagavan Ramakrishna said, first offer it to me and then you drink. He got surprised. Really? So if I just then said, no, take the glass and look into the whiskey and say, Sarvam Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu, and then drink. He started doing that. After a few days, few weeks, hold the whiskey glass. Sarvam Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu. My God, this guy is getting really drunk. Now I need to do something. Am I offering the right thing to my master, who I love so much? Do I offer something to somebody who I love so much, what is not desired? Do I take my child and every time, oh child, I love you so much, please have a peg of whiskey? Do you do that? So then what suddenly he started thinking, if I love my master so much, why am I giving something that I know is bad to my master? And therefore, after a few weeks, he quit drinking. Because consciously, he could not offer what is bad to God. Same thing, every time before you play that video game, this is offered to Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba. Think about that. Every time you eat junk food, you say, Sarvam Sri Sai Ramarpanamastu. I am offering, you don't even have to say it in English, he will understand. In Sanskrit, he will understand English or Telugu or whatever language. You say, Swami, this junk food, I am giving it to you. And eat it. How long you will do that? Yes.
Does this also include TV?
Does this also include TV? Yeah, this is a very important question. I'm so happy that you asked that question. See, one boy in Florida asked me the same question. He said, Uncle, I'm playing these video games that improve my intellectual acuity. I'm like, I'm really getting it. And every time I get that 100 points, I want to score another 200 points. Every time I score another 200 points, I want to get 500 points. Now I can't stop. But what is wrong, Uncle? These video games are so powerful now. They're improving my mental acuity and my intellectual capability. I said, one question I asked, hey, I don't want to tell his name, he'll feel embarrassed. So I asked, hey, are you playing the game or the game playing you? If you can't stop if you say every day, I'm going to watch TV for 15 minutes in my 24 hours. I'm going to play video games for 15 minutes in my 24 hours. Absolutely no problem. No parent should object to that. Because what happens now, when we were kids, my parents will say, go out and play. And then we go out and we play. Then you have to come back by 6:30. And we have to come back by 6:30, take shower, do prayers, eat food, and then study and all that stuff. But that was the relief for them to let us out of the home for that. But what happens in today's circumstances, the fellow cannot go out and play. Don't talk to strangers, don't look at strangers, don't do... This is what we are telling our kids. So what do they have to do? They have to sit at home. And they have to their mind and their energy are so abundant. What to do with that? They don't know what to do with that. Now I am diverting from Narayana Suktam. From the fire we are going into a different place. But the point of this is very important. What is it that we are... Is the game playing you? Or is the TV? Are you watching the TV or is the TV watching you? That's the question you have to ask. And what is it that it is... because you are consuming food through eyes. You are consuming food through nose. You are consuming food through mouth, through ears. So whatever is coming, input is what is food. Not just what you eat is food. Okay? Every single thing that is coming inside through all of these senses, it is food. And that food that you are taking through eyes, you are taking through your ears, what you are speaking, what you are breathing, all of that is food that is coming to you. And every one of those, if that is, you have a sense of perception, sorry for the pun, it is a sense of perception. When you have the awareness of what you are actually consuming, and you say, I am going to watch this movie, and this movie is my food through my eyes, and I am offering to Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba, what type of movies will you watch? What type of games will you play? What types of words would you use? What types of air would you breathe? And every one of it is food. He is taking it and he is processing it as the fire inside. And that is now what is distributed to your entire system. Tiryagurdhamadasyayi rasmayastasya santata santapayati swam dehamapadatalamastakaha. Let's now chant those two mantras.
तिर्यगोध्वमदशायि रश्मयस्तस्य सन्तताम् सन्तापयति स्वं देहमापादतलमस्तकः तिर्यगोध्वमदशायि रश्मयस्तस्य सन्तताम् सन्तापयति स्वं देहमापादतलमस्तकः.
Next mantra. Tasya madhye vannisikha.
तस्य मध्ये वह्निशिखा तस्य मध्ये वह्निशिखा
अणियो ऊर्ध्वा व्यवस्थितः.
अणियोर्ध्वा व्यवस्थितः अणियोर्ध्वा व्यवस्थितः
तस्य मध्ये वह्निशिखा अणियो ऊर्ध्वा व्यवस्थितः.
तस्य मध्ये वह्निशिखा अणियोर्ध्वा व्यवस्थितः तस्य मध्ये वह्निशिखा अणियोर्ध्वा व्यवस्थितः.
Now all the three together.
तिर्यगोध्वमदशायि रश्मयस्तस्य सन्तताम् सन्तापयति स्वं देहमापादतलमस्तकः तस्य मध्ये वह्निशिखा अणियोर्ध्वा व्यवस्थितः.
Now we talked about the space, we talked about the fire, and the fire that is spreading in all directions. When you look at a fire, like if you look at a Bunsen burner and you light the fire, or a big fire that is coming, you see in the fire actually there are 2 or 3 layers of fire. No? Yes? So the first outside parameter will be what? That's what it is, like orangish, yellowish color. Now as you go to the center of it, then what do you see? Blue. Exactly. So what this mantra is saying is, now you connected to this fire. In the center of this fire, tasya madhye, now in the center of this fire, vannisikha, there is this radiant light, or it's called a spark, if you will. It's not the big part of the flame, it is the center of this flame. In the center there is a vannisikha. And how is this, what is the dimension of this? Aniyordhva vyavastitaha. Aniya means like an atom. Very, very small fire ray is present in the center of this fire. You got the picture? Now you see how you are constructing of going inside and inside and inside. The first thing you said is everything outside. Then from that outside you came to inside. And the inside you set a vector of dimension below the atom of apple, 12 inches from your navel. There is this lotus bud. And this lotus bud is suspended with all kinds of nadis, nerve endings. And in that there is the space. In the space there is the fire. And in the fire there is the center of the fire. That center of the fire is a spark. And that spark is the size of an atom. Aniyordhva vyavastitaha. Neelato yada madhyastha.
Neelato yada madhyastha. Neelato yada madhyastha.
So don't say Nilato Yada Madhyastha. Nilato Yada Madhyastha. Like Ramuni Toka Puranditari. Okay? Aham Vaishwanaro Bhutva. No. Aham Vaishwanaro Bhutva. I'm not making fun of you. I'm just saying so that you have to be clear. If you are clear what it is not, what it is more simple. So Nilato Yada Madhyastha. Nilato Yada Madhyastha. Vidyullekeva Bhaswara. Wow. How much clear the rishis can be, you cannot even, because they are not making up a book or a concept. They are experiencing this and they are talking. When you experience something and you talk about it, unlike me, right? When you experience and you talk about it, then you are so confident to say, hey, come on, where is this located? What is this stuff you are talking about? I'll tell you, man, come on. If you want to go directions to your house, no. How clear you are. Somebody, but I have to take right. No. I'm telling you, no. You take right. When you see that pole, and then that pole, there is this thing hanging around some sign, you have to take a right there. And then say, but sir, there is another. No, sir, I'm telling you, I live there. What you don't understand? So when you ask a rishi, come on, tell me what is this inner experience you're talking about. They are so clear about it. I will tell you directions how to go there. And I will tell you what to find there. I will tell you not only what to find there, what is the distance to that. How many miles you have to drive. I will tell you, when you come to this distance, and now exactly from that place to this distance, that's where it is. There is some signpost that is there. Now come to that. Now when you come there, you give me a call. Yes? Now how clear the rishis are saying, where to go, how do I find that place? I'm telling you, start driving inside. Cross apple of Adam. If you go to navel, you have gone too far. You have gone to navel, you have gone too far. Now just come up a little bit. How much I have to come up? 12 inches up. Okay, come 12 inches up. Oh, when I come up 12 inches, what is there? Oh, you will find a lotus. Oh, how do I know what color, what is that? It's a lotus that is turned upside down, so you will recognize it. Because lotuses are usually upside, right? Like that. But this lotus is upside down, so you can't miss it. Right? Oh, okay, very good. Then what happens? Now when you get there, I'll tell you, there is some small space that is present. To let. This to let, Swamiji was saying very beautifully, this to let board is there. No, to let means, yeah, it's space available for letting somebody stay there. In this to let, if you introduce I, what happened? That's what we have made out of ourselves. In the to let, suddenly you put I. Then it what happened? TOILET. Don't let the I inside. Connect to the space. It is available for you. To let. Now in that space, then what? Oh, when you come to that space, you can't miss it. Incredible effulgence that is coming there. Oh, okay, very nice. Sir, when I come into this effulgence, then where do I? The effulgence is too big, no? How? So then, okay, don't worry. When you come into this effulgence, there is this microscopic thing that is actually, there is a ray that is just splashing light. Oh, really? How does that look like? Nilato yada madhyastha vidyullekeva bhaswara. Oh, how does that spark look like? Now they are saying in the next mantra, Nilato yada madhyastha. Nilato yada means a dark black cloud. Nilato yadam. Toyada means cloud. Nilato yada means dark black cloud. In this dark black cloud, when was this? Yesterday? No. Day before yesterday, yeah. We saw a lot of Nilatoyada. Then in this dark black cloud, suddenly what happened? There will be a lightning that will be inside this Nilatoyadam. Inside this Nilatoyadam, this dark black cloud, there is this lightning that would come out. Nilatoyada madhyastha vidyullekhe vabhasvara. Vidyul Lekha means it's like a Vidyut means electric. Lekha means it's like a ray. Vabhaswara. Oh my God, in the center of it, how it looks like. Suddenly when you're driving, there is a dark cloud and you look up, now you hear the sound. You look at, before the sound comes, there is what is there? The light. And how is this lightning going inside? It's like a splash, right? That's the Vidyul Lekha. It's an electric splash, a lightning splash. And that's how this will look like. They're describing how clear this is. Now, you see how beautiful this suktam is. It's a meditation. It's a suktam for meditation. Now, you imbibe all of this. And when you are chanting this mantras, and when you are sitting there, somebody was asking me, Uncle, why do you get emotional when you are chanting sometimes the mantra? You are not getting emotional. What happens is suddenly that splash, you connect to that. And when you connect to that, you are like jolted. Oh my God, I just experienced something. I'm not just chanting. I'm experiencing that. When that experience connection happens, it's like saying, suddenly in the dark cloud you see this splash. You are like, right? Now when you go inside, when you connect to these mantras, you are saying how beautifully Nilato yada madhyastha Vidyullekeva bhaswara. Now, Nilato yada means dark black cloud. Madhyastha, in the center of it, Vabhaswara. Bhaswara means effulgence. It's like a lightning that you are seeing. Vidyul Lekha, it's like that lightning thing that is coming like a splash. And they're saying, Nivara Shukavat Tanvi Pita Bhasvatyanupama. Okay, I will. Nivara Shukavat Tanvi Pita Bhasvatyanupama. Yes, sir.
The last time I think you said you would explain why the lotus is
Why the lotus is turned upside down. Yes, glad somebody is remembering all. It's okay. So 2 weeks ago, when we were doing the Abhishekam to Panchamukeshwara on that Pradosham time, we were doing the Abhishekam when there's a continuous stream of flow that is coming in that sunlight. Suddenly the lotus that was put below the apple of Adam of Panchamukeshwara, that flower, the rose flower, while that was happening, it just turned upside down. And then when I watched that, and I said, oh my God, this is the reason the lotus is upside down. Now you are thinking, what is the connection between that and this lotus? What is happening is, when you are taking all your stream of consciousness and thoughts and everything, and you are now channeling it inside. Now when this is flow of the stream of thoughts and everything that is going inside, this lotus that is sitting here turns upside down. And when it turns upside down, you are watching, oh my God, it is because it is just suspended, no? You see, what that lotus is actually just suspended. And that suspended lotus, it is in this space. Now all your stream of energy is going inside. It flips. That was what I saw. And when I saw that, then I understood, why is the lotus upside down? Because in this suktam, what we are doing is we are streaming our energy inside, and that is actually Abhishekam, Abhihi, Ekam. I am trying to now get united with that. With what? With so much of energy. And then suddenly that flipping happened, and you are now inside. Yeah. Okay, here is the picture of that. Yeah. Yeah, this is the flower when I don't know if all of you can see.
It had the stem, but it kind of like went upside down.
Yeah. And when you watch that happen, that's when the connection to this mantra happened. Now you have no question. When you experience it, you have no question. You have seen it happening. Okay, let's chant Tiriyagurdhvamadasyai, and then I'll teach the rest of them.
Tiriyagurdhvamadasyai prasmayastasya santatam santapayati swam dehamapadatalamastakaha tasya madhye vandishika aniyodhva vyavastitaha यदमध्यस्ता नीलतो यदमध्यस्ता
विद्युल्लेखे वभास्वरा
विद्युल्लेखे वभास्वरा विद्युल्लेखे वभास्वरा
विद्युल्लेखे वभास्वरा
विद्युल्लेखे वभास्वरा विद्युल्लेखे वभास्वरा
विद्युल्लेखे वभास्वरा
विद्युल्लेखे वभास्वरा
not lekeva vidyullekha lekha like Sri Lekha. Hello. Vidyullekha Sri Lekha. Okay, now you will get it. Okay. Vidyullekhe vabhaswara
विद्युल्लेखे वभास्वरा विद्युल्लेखे वभास्वरा
नीलतो यदमध्यस्था विद्युल्लेखे वभास्वरा
नीलतो यदमध्यस्ता विद्युल्लेखे वभास्वरा नीलतो यदमध्यस्था विद्युल्लेखे वभास्वरा
नीवारशोकवत्तन्वी
नीवारशुकवत्तन्वी नीवारशुकवत्तन्वी
पीताभा अस्वत्यणुपमा
पीताभास्य यनुपमा पीताभास्य यनुपमा
नीवारशोकवत्तन्वी पीताभा अस्वत्यणुपमा
नीवारशुकवत्तन्वी पीताभास्वत्यनुपमा नीवारशुकवत्तन्वी पीताभास्वत्यनुपमा.
Now further description of what this splash of light, like a lightning in the center of the cloud. Dark cloud, in the center of the dark cloud, suddenly you saw this lightning. And that lightning that you have seen, Nivara Shukavattanvi. Nivara Shukavat means the paddy grain when it germinates. Paddy grain. How many of these children don't even know what paddy grains are? Anyway, very unfortunate. Paddy grains, when you go to India or places, when you see the completely in the water, stagnated water, when they plant this paddy, then this very small things that pop up from this paddy, very tiny amount of hypocotyl, as they call it, scientifically. That sprout of that paddy, when it is just came out, it looks like golden in color, golden, hue in color, because the paddy husk is actually golden in color, right? And so when it pops up, the hypocotyl will also look like that. Now they're saying, this lightning is not like a lightning like that. It is of the size of just a germinating paddy hypocotyl, which is gold in color. Now how much more clarity you want? Hello? How much more clarity you want on how they are taking, how the rishis are taking you so clearly inside. Nilato yadamadhyasta vidyullekeva bhaswara nivara shukavat tanvi Pitabhasvatyanupama. Tanvi means very delicate and very slender. It's like slender paddy grain germinated one, which is golden in color, and how big it is? Anu upama. Anu means atom. It is similar to the sun, similar like an atom. Now, boundary of how it looks like, everything is described. Neelato yada madhyastha. Neelato yada madhyastha
vidyulleke bhavasvara nivarasu kavanvi itavasvadyanubhava neelato yada madhyastha vidyulleke bhavasvara nivarasu kavanvi itavasvadyanubhava
tasya sikhaya madhye
tasya shikaya madhye tasya shikaya madhye
paramatma vyavasthitaha
paramatma vyavastitaha paramatma vyavastitaha
tasya sikhaya madhye paramatma vyavasthitaha
tasya shikaya madhye paramatma vyavastitaha
sikhaya madhye
shikaya madhye shikaya madhye
tasya sikhaya madhye
tasya shikaya madhye
paramatma vyavasthitaha
paramatma vyavastitaha paramatma vyavastitaha
tasya sikhayatma vyavasthitaha
tasya shikaya madhye paramatma vyavastitaha
sabrahma
sabrahma sabrahma
sasivaha
sasivaha sasivaha
saharihi
saharihi saharihi
shendrah
shendra shendra
soksharah
sokshara sokshara
paramaswarat
paramaswarat paramaswarat
sabrahma sasiva sahari shendra sokshara paramaswarat
sabrahma sasiva sahari shendra sokshara paramaswarat sabrahma sasiva sahari shendra sokshara paramaswarat.
Okay, I'll say the two mantras again. Tasya sikhaya madhye paramatma vyavasthitaha sabrahma sasiva sahari shendra sokshara paramaswarat
tasya shikaya madhye paramatma vyavastitaha sabrahma sasiva sahari shendra sokshara paramaswarat.
Shivaha or Shiva?
Sasivaha. Now when you are saying it, you don't say Sivaha. Sabrahma sasiva sahari shendra sokshara paramaswarat. Right? Okay.
Soksha or Sokshara?
Sokshara Paramaswarat. So Sa Brahma Sa Shiva Sa Hari Sendra Sokshara Paramaswarat.
Sabrahma Sashiva Sahari Sendra Sokshara Paramaswarat. Sabrahma Sashiva Sahari Sendra Sokshara Paramaswarat.
Tasya
Shikaya Madhye Paramatma Vyavastitaha. Sabrahma Sashiva Sahari Sendra Sokshara Paramaswarat. Tasya Shikaya Madhye Paramatma Vyavastitaha. Sabrahma Sashiva Sahari Sendra Sokshara Paramaswarat.
Now the ultimate connection. Tasya Sikhaya Madhye. On the tip of this is what they are saying. On the tip of what?
The like effulgence.
And it's actually not a paddy, this thing. On the tip of what?
That's like effulgence.
That spark.
Yeah.
That spark of light, which is in the, it is a atom-sized spark, and that spark is the one that is looking in the golden hue of a just sprouted paddy hypocotyl. At the tip of that spark, tasya sikhaya madhye, at the center of the tip of that, okay, tasya sikhaya madhye, who is there? Paramatma Vyavastitaha. God is present there. Just meditate on that. That's all we need to do. When you connect, all of you, let's close our eyes. तिर्यगोर्ध्वमधशायि रश्मयस्तस्य सन्तता सन्तापयति स्वं देहमापादतलमस्तकः तस्य मध्ये वह्निशिखा अणियोर्ध्वा व्यवस्थितः नीलतो यदमध्यस्था विद्युल्लेखे भास्वरा नीवारशोकवत्तन्वी सीताभास्वत्यनुपमा तस्या शिखाया मध्ये परमात्मा व्यवस्थितः सब्रह्म सशिवः सहरि सेन्द्रः सोऽक्षरः परमस्वराट्. The 12 mantras back to understand what Narayana is, and this culmination of what this Narayana is, what we are thinking of what this Narayana is, very different from what the Narayana that we are actually experiencing. And I cannot tell you, brothers and sisters and children, what an incredible grace of God it is to be able to study this Narayana Suktam a week or 10 days before you go on the journey to Badri Narayana in Badrinath. What is that timing of God? What is that grace of God? Incomprehensible. And this Narayana that we are thinking about, so far in this entire Narayana Suktam, is there any description of the blue guy sleeping on a snake coil with a rich woman pressing his feet? So far? No.
Just the blue flame.
In fact, on the contrary, every mantra, everything that we are studying is nothing to actually so-called God, an individual. It is all about connecting to this space, connecting to the fire, connecting to the spark, connecting to the tip of that spark, which is an atom-sized presence of that being, and that being, tasya sikhaya madhye paramatma vyavastitaha. Atma means the self, paramatma means the supreme self. Nara means human, Narayana is the supreme being. Nara means human being, Narayana is supreme being, Atma is the little self, Paramatma is the supreme self. And the supreme self is what? An atom-sized thing on the top of a spark, which is located in the center of a fire, which is present in a space, which is in the center of a lotus, and that lotus is suspended in your... Now you see how incredible that is. That atom-sized spark is where the supreme self is located. Paramatma vyavastita. They didn't even say God. Para means ultimate, supreme. Atma means self. That is where your supreme self is located. And when you connect to this supreme self, what is that supreme self? Sa Brahma, that is Brahma. Sa Sivaha, that is Siva. Sa Harihi, that is Hari. Sa Indraha, that is Indra. Sa Aksharaha, Paramaswarat. Now, what the Brahma, Vishnu, Brahma, Siva, Hari, that is described? Hello? They are not gods. Sa Brahma, that is where creativity is coming. Sa Sivaha, that is where auspiciousness is coming. Sa Harihi, that is where dissolution is coming. Sa Aksharaha, it is totally undecaying. It is not decaying. Kshara means decay. Akshara means no decay. It is always there. Aksharaha, Paramaswarat, that is the supreme being. That is what it is there. Sa Brahma, Sa Sivaha, Sa Harihi. What are those three things? Those are your ability to create, to sustain, and to dissolve. And to take it into action. Sa Indraha, Sa Aksharaha. This power that you have within is undecaying. It is always present. You have all the time access to it. Wi-Fi present all the time, so fine. And that Wi-Fi that is present all the time is giving you this ability to create, to ability to sustain, to ability to redissolve, and to translate it into action. It is not only that, Paramaswarat, much more beyond. Paramaswarat, I can't describe what it is. It is everything that is, all the aspects is completely present there. Now, how do I know this? The next mantra, you all know. You studied it in the Shivopasana mantra. But let's chant. Tasya sikhaya madhye
Paramatma vyavastitaha Sa Brahma Sa Shiva Sa Hari Sendra Sokshara Paramaswarat Tasya Sikhaya Madhye Paramatma Vyavastitaha Sa Brahma Sa Shiva Sa Hari Sendra Sokshara Paramaswarat
Rutagum Satyam Param Brahma
Rutagum Satyam Param Brahma Rutagam Satyam Param Brahma
Purusham Krishna Pingalam
Purusham Krishna Pingalam Purusham Krishna Pingalam
Virupaksham.
ऊर्ध्वरेतं विरूपाक्षम् ऊर्ध्वरेतं विरूपाक्षम्
Vishwarupaya Vai Namo Namaha.
विश्वरूपाय वै नमो नमः विश्वरूपाय वै नमो नमः
Ritagum Satyam Param Brahma Purusham Krishna Pingalam Urdhvaretam Virupaksham Vishwarupaya Vai Namo Namaha.
ऋतगुं सत्यं परं ब्रह्म पुरुषं कृष्णपिङ्गलम् ऊर्ध्वरेतं विरूपाक्षं विश्वरूपाय वै नमो नमः ऋतगुं सत्यं परं ब्रह्म पुरुषं कृष्णपिङ्गलम् ऊर्ध्वरेतं विरूपाक्षं विश्वरूपाय वै नमो नमः.
What this mantra is saying is, Ritagum, what I am seeing, Satyam, what is the truth but I am not really seeing. Ritagum means what is perceivable. Satyam, what is not perceivable but it is the truth. How do we understand that? Sun is rising in the east and setting in the west. That is what you are seeing. Hello children, you are all not bored, no? Because it's a long class today. All the adults are shaky. So, Ritagum means the sun is rising in the east and setting in the west. That's what you are seeing, right? But what is it that you are not seeing? Is that the truth? Hello, you look dazed. Is that the truth? No. What is the truth? What is the truth? Hello, excuse me. What is the truth?
Earth is rotating.
Earth is rotating. Hello. What is it? 3-year-old people, 8-year-old people, come on. You know that is not the truth. The sun is neither rising nor setting. That is not the
The
truth.
earth is rotating.
That is a fact. You are only observing that. But the truth is,
The earth is rotating.
are you seeing earth rotating?
No.
No, if you see, you will be called earthquake. Hello. You are not seeing the earth rotating. But is the earth rotating or not?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. How do you know?
Because pretty much the sun is just there. The sun is making it.
But how do you know?
How do you know Earth is rotating?
How do you know earth is rotating? Yeah?
If you go to outer space and light
No, because of the nightfall and dayfall.
Somebody told you, da, there is a guy called scientist, and this guy proved it that yes, earth is rotating on itself and around the sun. Therefore, there is time and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, I don't know. But that is the truth. I believe in that truth. Yes, because every day calendar day is changing. Everything is happening. The rest of the paraphernalia is all around that only. But Ritagum, Satyam, Param Brahma. Whatever you see, whatever you don't see but it is the truth, that is the Supreme Being. And there is one being that is actually behind all of this Purusham, Krishna Pingalam. Purusham is that divine being is what is called the Supreme Being. That Supreme Being, divine being is behind what you are seeing as a fact and what you are not seeing but you know is the truth, and that is the one that is not changing. The fact is changing, the truth is unchanging. What is truth? The truth is Trikala Bhashyam Satyam. that doesn't change ever is truth. What is changing is what is coming and what is going. But what is coming and going is happening because of what? The truth. If the earth is not rotating, the sun is not there, there is no east, there is no west, there is no day, there is no night, there is no calendar, there is nothing is there. Hello? Yes or no? Yeah. But all of this stuff that we are hanging around, this calendar, is created by this truth, isn't it? But what we are connected to? Apple Watch, calendar only. Huh? We don't really experience the truth. This is virtual reality. Yes? Yes or no? Day and night, calendar, time, everything is virtual reality. But what is the actual truth? There is a being that is actually conducting all this orchestra behind the scenes. You have no connectivity to it. You only believe in it because you don't perceive it. But you know that without that all of this thing is not there. So, Purusham Krishna Pingalam. Krishna Pingalam means the one who is black. Krishna is black. This black complexion guy is dividing. What is this black color all of a sudden? Purusham is described with Krishna Pingalam. Krishna means black, dark. Why is this Vishnu black in color? Why is this Shiva white in color? And I am in between called brown. Huh? What is this color associated with? This deep color, the description of that color is, it's called Ghanashyama. We say Ghanashyama. Shyama means this blue, black complexion. It is deep. It is so deep that it is behind everything. Krishna Pingalam. It is so that Purusha, the being is so deep. Urdharetam Virupaksham. Now there is a description about Urdharetam Virupaksham. Urdharetam means the one who is growing up and magnanimous. Urdharetam. Virupaksham means the one that has a distorted eye. Virupa means distorted. Aksha means eye. Distorted eyes. Who has distorted eyes? Shiva. Because his eyes are not normal. Why they are not normal? There are 3. Normal is 2. This guy has distorted eye. Imagine what he has to wear for glasses. Urdharetam Virupaksham. Now there is a description of, now all of a sudden Narayan Sukta, both Shiva and Vishnu are combined, like Atirudra Mahayajna in Narayan Kshetra. Urdharetam Virupaksham. Vishwarupaya vai namo namaha. Vishwarupa. Vishwarupa means this magnanimous cosmos, the Vishwa, the universe. The basis of this universe is actually these 2 things. Urdhareta Virupaksha. Now, please listen very attentively. It is very important. The Shiva, or what we are talking about, the auspiciousness, is the core of everything. And the core of every being is what is Shiva. What emanates and spreads out of it is what is called Vishnu. Vishnu means pervading. Shiva means the center. Hello. If you take the center of every being, that is Shiva consciousness. Expansion of this consciousness outside is what is called Vishnu, the all-pervading. The Shiva, the Vishnu, together is what is called, not Shakti, the Shiva is the all-auspiciousness. Expansion is the Vishnu. If you take your message, my life is my message, is Shiva. Expansion is my life, is Vishnu. From where the message is coming, that place is Shiva. Because if you take the entire Vedas and you go and look at what is at the center, 2 letters, Shiva. The entire Vedas put together, The center of that entire, now Vedas is not books. Hello, don't think about entire Vedas one book, center page like that, no. That is the most biggest mistake, to think that what is your book? They say Veda. Now Veda is not a book. Bible is a book. Because somebody documented the life of Jesus. It's a historical perspective. But Veda is not a book. If you look at the entire awareness of the humanity and beyond and the universe, if this entire universe is a being and it has an awareness associated with it, that awareness is called Veda. And that awareness of that is impossible. How can you even comprehend what is the awareness of the universe? Forget about your own self, you don't know. How can you even comprehend that? Therefore it is said Vedas are incomprehensible. They are beyond the scope of imagination of any humanity or any being put together. And if you take that awareness as a huge circle or a pie, and you divided it into layers or cores, and at the center of that is what is called Yajurveda, and at the center of that Yajurveda another layer is called Rudram, and in the center of that Rudram is called Namasomaya cha Rudraya cha, and in the center of that Namasomaya cha Rudraya cha is Namashivaya cha Sivataraya cha, and in the center of that Namashivaya Sivataraya cha is Siva. What is the center of the whole universe? Siva. That Siva, when expands, is Vishnu. This individual self is a Nara, human being. When it expands to the Supreme Being, Narayana. Siva, Vishnu, Nara, Narayana. All these divine aspects come together at one place called Badrinath. Urdhvaretam Virupaksham Vishwarupaya Vai Namo Namaha. It's a descended, it's a concentration and circle. Now what happens when you go to that kind of a place and you meditate and you do penance? My God, you are connected like that to the entire awareness of the universe. Hello? Imagine what that is. You can't even comprehend that. Urdhvaretam Virupaksham Vishwarupaya Vai Namo Namaha. Let's chant Tasya Sikhaya Madhye. Tasya
Sikhaya Madhye Paramatma Vyavastitaha Sabrahma Sasiva Sahari Sendra Sokshara Paramaswarat Rudagum Satyam Param Brahma Purusham Krishna Pingalam Udvaredam Virupaksham Vishwarupaya Vai Namo Namaha.
Narayanaya Vidmahe. Please listen. Don't chant. Listen first. Because you may be knowing it, but you are not chanting it correctly. Narayanaya Vidmahe.
Narayanaya Vidmahe. Narayanaya Vidmahe.
Vasudevaya Dhimahi.
Vasudevaya Dhimahi. Vasudevaya Dhimahi.
Tanno Vishnu Prachodayat.
Tanno Vishnu Prachodayat. Tanno Vishnu Prachodayat.
Narayanaya Vidmahe Vasudevaya Dhimahi Tanno Vishnu Prachodayat.
Narayanaya Vidmahe Vasudevaya Dhimahi Tanno Vishnu Prachodayat.
Shanti is very important. I know you are all very anxious to conclude. We have now come full circle to this thing called Narayana. Narayanaya vidmahe. I now know what this Narayana is. Vid means to know. Vidmahe Narayanaya. Now I know what is Narayana. What is Narayana? Human path. Now I know what is the path. What is the path? What is the path? Now everybody can give whatever answer they want. Some people are saying, I know the path, I-5 South. Now I know the path. What is this path? This path is actually Vasudevaya Dhimahi. I meditate upon that which is residing in everything. Vasudeva. Vasudeva means that being that is present, residing in everything. What is that is present in everything? Paramahatma Vyavastitaha. And where is that Paramatma present? Inside, sorry. Put it in context. Where is that Supreme Being? Supreme Being is Paramatma. Where is that Supreme Being present? At the tip of the... No. Expand now from connected to the core now. That is present in everything is what is described. Now I know my path is to connect to that. And when I connect to that, now that I know which path I have to take, where to go, the rishis have described where exactly to go, the zip code, door number, everything they have given. Now once they have given that, now I know the path. The path that I have to take upon is to meditate upon that which is present in everything. Vasudevaya Dhimahi. When I meditate and connect to that, what did I connect to? Tanno Vishnu Prachodayat. Expansion consciousness is what I have connected to. My God. Is this mantra, is this Gayatri mantra anytime we have ever thought is what it means? Have you ever thought this is what this Gayatri mantra means like that? No. Is this anything to do with what we are thinking so far? I keep mentioning that. I keep saying that these Veda mantras are completely misinterpreted, so that the humanity got confused and they got split as who is Narayana, who is Shiva, who is Shakti, who is Ahura Mazda, who is Christian, who is Muslim. All these things that we have split. This mantra is bringing everything into one context and saying, oh, there is this spark of thing, and at the tip of that spark is present everything, and that is present in everything. Tanno Vishnu Prachodayat. When I am connected to that, I am connected to everything. Saishwaraya Vidmahe Satyadevaya Dhimahi Tanna Sarva Prachodayat. Do we know the meaning, actual meaning of how that Saishwaraya Vidmahe Sai Gayatri, what does that mean? Have we ever connected to that? Who are we thinking Saishwaraya Vidmahe? 5'3" afro-haired Indian guy. That is who is thinking as Saishwara. And this Saishwara, now we have made him into this body, that body, and everybody, no body. But that is nothing to do with that Saishwara 5'3" afro-haired guy. Ishvara means being. Saishwara is the one, the being within everyone. Now I know the being in every being is same as I, S-A-I. Now I meditate upon this divine truth, that same as I is so am I. Satyadevaya Dhimahi Tanna Sarva Prachodayat. He is manifested in everything. Same as I is so am I. same as I, is the being, so am I, is the supreme truth, soham. When the same as I is soham, so am I, then I am not different from everything around me. Tanna sarva prachodayat. Any description of a 5 foot 3 inch guy? So, this beautiful Narayana Suktam is actually connecting to what is that I and who is that I. With that, we will chant the whole Suktam. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Saha Viryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Sahasrashirsham Devam Vishwaksham Vishwashambhuvam Vishwam Narayanam Devamaksharam Paramam Padam Vishwatah Paramanityam Vishwam Narayana Gum Harim Vishwamevedam Purushastat Vishwamupajivati Adim Vishwasyatmeshwaragum Shashvatagum Shivamachyutam Narayanam Mahatmeyam Vishwatmanam Parayanam Narayana Paro Jyotiratma Narayana Paraha Narayana Param Brahma Tattvam Narayana Paraha Narayana Paro Dhyata Dhyanam Narayana Paraha Yacha Kinchit Jagat Sarvam Drishyate Shruyate Viva Antarbahishchagat Sarvam Vyapya Narayana Sthitaha Anantamavyayam Sravigum Samudrenam Vishwashambhuvam Padmagosha Pradikashagum Hridayam Chapyadomukam Adonishyavidastyanye Nabhyamuparishkari Jvalamalakulam Bhari Vishwasyayatanam Mahat Santatagum Shilavistulam Bhatyakosha Sanniham Tasyante Sushiragum Sukshmam Tasmin Sarvam Pradishtitam Tasya Madhye Mahanagir Vishvarchir Vishvatomukha Sotra Buddhi Bhajantishtannahara Kavihi Iryabhuddhamadashayi Rashmayastasya Santata Santapayati Swam Dehamapadatalamastakaha Tasya Madhye Vani
विद्युल्लेखे भास्वरा नीवारशोकवत्तन्वी पीताभास्वज्जनोपमा तस्याशिखाया मध्ये परमात्मा व्यवस्थितः स ब्रह्मः स शिवः स हरिः सेन्द्रः सोऽक्षरः परमस्वराट् ऋतगुं सत्यं परं ब्रह्म पुरुषं कृष्णपिङ्गलम् ऊर्ध्वरेदं विरूपाक्षं विश्वरूपाय वै नमो नमः ॐ नारायणाय विद्महे वासुदेवाय धीमहि तन्नो विष्णु प्रचोदयात् ॐ साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति